Hello guys, how are you? How are you? Oh, you're coming on. Your names aren't coming on right. Let's see. Hi guys. Oh, that's because I could do, I forgot I was by myself today. Oh, how are you all today? Oh, wait. I'm trying. I forgot I was by myself today, so let's, so I can put it upright like it's supposed to be. How are you all today? Hey! Hey everyone. It's a little lopsided, but I'll leave it. Maybe you guys can't tell it's a little lopsided. Today is Saturday, June 10th, 2016. Call me for your own personal readings, 818-985-2010, 818-985-2010. Hi, Yonadu. Hey. Hi, everyone. It's Jason. Hi. This is the emoji. That's the hands emoji. Oh, it's September 10th. Oh, boy. September 10th, 2016. Hi, everyone. It is hot as June. Reverend Wiz. Hi, Reverend Wiz. Got a reverend in the house. Hallelujah. So, for anybody who follows me on Instagram, I posted a picture today on Instagram that created a lot of dialogue. I mean, a lot. No, I'm not going to do the 911 tragedy. I created a post today that created a lot of dialogue. I don't get a lot of dialogue on my posts. I get a lot of views when I predicted something. I don't get a lot of dialogue. But the dialogue was due to one woman. And the dialogue was just immense. And it was intense. And by the way, whoever knows what I'm talking about, she never really got the memo. Darling Kimmy, happy birthday on Tuesday. I hope you come on Tuesdays. I can just wish you happy birthday on that day. And it was about Future and these rappers that think it's okay to call women bitches and us supporting. Thank you. I created a Jason, I'll show you what I did. I created a better atmosphere. And but thank you for loving the new look. But in any case, I posted today that we need to stop supporting people that, so sick of Future. I know we need to stop supporting people that call women bitches. And so he put out this song that's most likely related to Britney, but it applies somehow to Ciara. And he wants all attention on him because Russell's first game is Sunday. This is what the dialogue is out there about. I don't care how many babies Future has. My point is, one poor girl went to defend Future, and that's not the problem. You're allowed to defend Future, but she did it in a way where she put Ciara down. And girls, I'm tired of it. Let's start protecting one of us, especially African American girls. Like, stop. Like, it's hard enough just being black every day. It's doubly hard not to have our men be there for us, our black men. And then it's even harder when we go after one another like this. So, the poor girl who didn't feel, or she really did put down Ciara, man, the other girls went after her. And at first I was going to intervene, and then I thought, no, this is her journey. She walked into this. This is her journey. I'm going to let her have her journey. And it got bad. And the worse it got, the more ignorant the poor girl got. And then the conversation got confused. And then I realized nobody was talking about Future. The bottom line is, stop spending your money and allowing these rappers to wear fake diamonds and fake gold obnoxious looking jewelry to pretend like they have a lot of money, like Tigger. Like, stop supporting them. Like, take a stand, ladies. You guys really, really do have the power. And I'm telling you this because I'm going to repost something. And I made a huge statement on my radio show today. And I really, 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 I love you guys. Like, preach, sister, preach. I really, really want you guys to listen to the first, 10 minutes of my radio show. Because it was about Ciara. It was about man-child future. It was about sex. It was about waiting for the right man. It was about taking sex off the table and getting to know someone, like, really, really good. So I'm extraordinarily passionate about it. My radio show, if you Google it, it's Pop Culture Psychic. No, I think it's, what is it? Blog Talk Radio, Pop Culture Psychic. Hallelujah, preach, Trace. It's time for women to understand that, if you want change, you have to be the change. And we haven't been operating like it matters. We've been operating as if the man matters. But men are much more cognizant to be responsible and better for us. If we decide that this is where I stand and I can't change that, like, my character matters. And in any case, I'm just repeating some of the things that I said. It sounded much better on the radio. I didn't have an audience, so I was inside my head, and I went in. In any case, listen to it. Blog Talk Radio, Pop Culture Psychic. And just so everyone knows, I do my radio show on Saturdays at 12 noon always. And then Jason also has a radio show, Blog Talk Radio. The Wizard, Jason? You better answer. I always have it in my thread, in my phone thread. And he does his every Thursday at 3 p.m. Hi. Oh, look, Jason, they're saying hi to you. Yes, Pop Culture Psychic, P-S-Y-C-K, but on the radio, it's 3 separate words. Pop Culture Psychic, spelled the regular way, P-S-Y-C-H-I-C. I hope I confused you. I really don't like 50, but I'm going to consider watching Power. Let me see. Jason D. McKean. Oh, no. I don't have this for. Oh, Blog Talk Radio. Let me see. Blog. Oh, here he is. Oh, Jason's at 3 o'clock and it's called Wizard Talks. And then I just encouraged Dylan to do his own Blog Talk Radio. So watch out for that soon. Him and his, partner could be doing something. So that'll be fun. Mary J. Blige, has anybody heard anything? I didn't check it on the internet, and sometimes I get accused of looking at the internet. And hi, everyone. Who said hi? So I say hi to Jason, to everyone. Jason's on. Jason, they're saying hi. Hi. How should we rename Angela's? I don't watch the shows. I have no idea what that means, the Angela's thing. I have no clue. Jason, everybody's saying hi. Jason's hijacking me. Hijacking my show. Which is fine. Jason, you're my friend. It's all good in the hood. I like your name, Metaphysical. I like that. She was on The View the other day, and there was no questions asked. Sean is only on Fridays, and it's today Saturday. Has anybody heard anything about what happened with their marriage? Anybody? Jason, they're giving you love. Rumasaki is giving you some love. Thank you, guys. Good. Nobody's heard anything, because sometimes I get accused of looking at the internet. Really, people? Don't accuse me of that. Just say that I'm right. That's all I want to hear. Because I always post, and then something comes out after the post, and the dates are different. All right? It's not something I post that was already posted. The date was before I posted it, so. But you guys don't say that. Random people who, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Random people who think I'm competing against them tend to come online and talk about me. Whatever. Please, God, help me. Allow me to see what in the world happened with Mary J. Blige and her marriage. It took everyone by surprise, God. Please, let me see. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. What was there no longer was there. What was comfortable and love inside a home was no longer being brought inside. It was being brought outside of the home. I don't know what I mean by that. So sometimes I'm talking crazy, and it'll make sense later on. It looks like it was being brought outside of the home. It looks like the rings were taken off. It looks like there were money issues. It looks like the romance was over. They were no longer a family. I don't know if they ever tried to even make a family. Does anybody know if Mary J. Blige couldn't get pregnant? But it looks like the family unit, the family cycle, the family DNA could not get, there was no growth there. They could not, it's like real love in the beginning, no kidding. And she raised his daughter. But could she get pregnant? Because it just looked like to me this family unit. And I like to question what raising the daughter means. Like, did she have full custody or did the other mother have custody? Which could bring up a lot of other things there as well. Very well could have had fertility issues. I don't feel like it was I didn't want children. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting that they must have probably did try. I think they might have tried for 10 years. Seriously. I do feel like she had to say goodbye to the idea of pregnancy. This card is thinking of you, a loving thought or serendipity. I don't believe this has to do with her husband. I feel like it's an idea of development, an idea of, you know, the possibility of one day being a mother and finally resigning to the fact that it was never going to happen. But had some expectations of positive news, positive outcome. I feel, unless I'm wrong, you know, if you guys look, Mary J. Blige is actually a very private person. I think she may have had a few miscarriages here. There were times when she disappeared out of the limelight. That's a good question. Did drug use have anything to do with her infertility? That's a really good question. It looks like they might have tried 3 times, once being in the beginning of their marriage, and the last time, I think in the first 5 years, they may have tried really hard for fertility. It looks like there was a possibility of pregnancy happening. Definitely the idea of motherhood, pregnancy, family. It died. And it died about 13 months ago. This marriage technically was over a year ago, to be honest with you. There might have been efforts to try and work on it. Very, very private people. I don't even know how they kept this so quiet, because there was a problem in this marriage for over a year. Definitely had something to do with either some sexual energy, pregnancy, incapability, sexual incompatibility, sexual incompatibility. Mary no longer having those type of feelings for her husband anymore. You know, I think that there was some abuse had come back up again. I think some abuse came back up again, guys. don't think she tried a surrogate. It doesn't look like a surrogate was involved here. I think some abuse came back up again, guys, and maybe not drug abuse, but I think she had some abuse that came back up again, and it looks to me like it could be alcohol. I didn't know that. Alcohol. It looks like alcohol came back up again. And it looks like, yeah, I feel like this issue with alcohol might have been from, you know, a year ago, a year and a half ago. I think it was slow. I think when she drinks, she is not the same person. You know, like when I drink, I get happy. I get giggly. I get happy. I'm easy breezy. And everything's funny when I drink. I think that I think she's a quiet, angry person, you know, and I think she brings back memories from the past. Like, alcohol is her strength. Oh boy. We're going to hear more about this when the legal docs come out better. Something about the court case. I think she's going to want to try and keep it private. I don't think she's going to be able to. There is going to be something in writing. I would think the manager would have had a non-disclosure so that he couldn't say anything about her, but he's got a list of complaints. He's got a list of complaints. I mean, and they're not little things. These were big problems in their marriage. I really feel like children was the missing component here. Really. There is some legal stuff that's coming out of this. Something with her record label, something with money, something with contracts. I don't think this is going to be such a simple divorce. I don't even think how it can be. I think ultimately, so that he doesn't say too much, I think her and her can't pay him off. I really do. To shut him up. Like, just enough already. Take this and please don't say anything. I think when was the last time she made an album? This actually could be her album. But, you know, I'm kind of curious as to, like, how money is tied in with this husband, manager, and her next album. You know, I really feel like there's going to be some complications to that. I think if this album comes back, she doesn't want him tied to it. I think that if he doesn't get his just desserts, he's got something to say, and he's going to put it in writing. I think the threat is coming for the writing. I think that ultimately, so that the album could be successful, if there's another album out there, they have to pay him off. They have to. They have to pay him off, and my magician card is like, now be gone. Like, rabbit out of the hat, or disappearing act, be gone. You know, I don't think he was the nicest person, guys. I'm sorry. I think he was a mean manager. I think he poked her constantly. I think he challenged her. I think he was mean. Oh, really? Someone just said Mary's albums are fire when she goes through a breakup. Really? I didn't know that. I think he was mean. I think it was like he saved her, and then he became the very thing that she was trying to escape. Seriously. He became the ideal that she has been trying to avoid all her life, which is a man that, you know, doesn't treat her well and treats her like dirt, and she's the breadwinner. I think she wound up investing in the same character all over again. I think when she made the decision, she made it quick, she made it swift, even though they've been having problems for over a year. I'm telling you, there was something wrong in the house. It has to do with birthing babies at some point. Everything was in a house. And if there was any drugs or alcohol, everything was done in the house. I think Mary made a really good effort not to pick up a drink in public. And I don't believe she's reinvesting in drugs. I really hope, Mary, that drugs is not on the table. But my shadow card has to do with drugs and alcohol. So I'm saying alcohol because of this card. And it took me a long time to get to drugs. I also want to offer this up because at some point she closed her legs. I think there was some sexual issues in the house as well. And I have to say it may have come in a form of abuse / forced. You know? I think he was mean. I really, really do. I really do. And he was sneaky. And he's not like Wendy Williams' husband. He's smarter than that. But he's not too far removed. I have to be honest with you. This is what I'm getting. I think there are some money problems. I really do. I think the husband depended upon her for everything. And I don't think it made him feel good at some point. This wasn't like a Celine Dion and her husband in that marriage, you know. It's kind of like maybe opportunity was there, and he was like, she was vulnerable, and he was like, let me be that, and he was for a while until he wasn't, and then it was just bad. But I think she began to reinvest in some drugs and alcohol. I think she is a kind, generous person. I think he always needed a power position. But wanted to look good to everyone else. Like he saved her, something like that. They both have dragon mouths, both of them. They're just really fiery with one another. Again, all of this is in a house. I don't think there's been anything public to show, you know, anything else. So between him and her, but I think it was him, it's really, really smart not to show all of this in public. All right? Big cover-up in the house. It's almost like they went into the house and went separate sides of the sofas. Okay. They were clean in public. Yeah. There was a video where she slapped the house. Oh, really? Well, kind of, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I can't believe that might made it to public because I think there's very few public, you know, scuffles with them. Will she find love again? Who cares? I'd rather see her not drink and have any issues. I think it's going to come out, though. That's it. You know, she's an icon, and sometimes it's hard for icons to find love again. Yeah, the house was their prison. Yes, yes, totally. All right, guys. This is one of those readings where it's really uncomfortable. So, damn. You know, I want to bring that up. For some African American women, if you all have abortions, you can keloid, and then you could make yourself sterile. So, before you have an abortion, make sure you don't keloid. You know, if you keloid out here, you're going to keloid inside. Seriously. So, you give it abortion. I've been listening to Anne-Marie lately. This one thing or one thing. I like that song. All right, guys. Keloid. You know, that's when the skin bubbles up. It doesn't quite heal when you get a cut. It bubbles up and it's scar tissue. Ugh, it's terrible. I personally don't have keloid issues, but it is a common, black thing. So be careful, because if you don't know whether or not you keloid and you get an abortion because they scrape the lining of the wall, the healing is the scar tissue. That's how the body thinks it's healing, but it's painful later on, and it totally prevents you from having a baby. I know. It is terrible. Listen to my Blog Talk Radio. I'll show you guys. Blog Talk Radio. Google Blog Talk Radio Pop Culture Psychic. But if you go on Instagram, I posted today's show in my bio. So you don't have to go too crazy looking for it, because I did post it on Instagram. But I'll show you guys here. Please listen to it, because it's so important as women that we see that what Ciara did was show by example. By example. It was an accident. She was just trying to correct her own personal life. But that's, oh shoot. Is it showing? There you go. That's my show, Saturdays, 12 noon. I give away free readings as a way to give back to the peoples every single Saturday. Don't take advantage of me. But I have to give back, and that's the way I do it. Oh, wow. See, you guys didn't know that. I opened up a can of worms. But listen to the show today. I actually wound up yelling at the last person today. I get so frustrated, so silly. Listen to the beginning, but feel free to listen to the whole thing. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Where again? Oh, my God. Blog, blog, B-L-O-G, talk, T-A-L-K, radio, R-A-D-I-O. Google it, but it's one word, Blog Talk Radio, one word. Then put pop, separate word, culture, separate word, psychic, P-S-Y-C-H-I-C. That's my channel. Listen to today's show, 12 o'clock noon, every single Saturday, Pacific time. Now, I know you all are going to ask this question again somewhere on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not going to answer. Blog Talk Radio, Pop Culture Psychic. Listen to today's show. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Got it, Black Moonage. Thank you. Listen to... Oh my God, be wealthy. Yes! Thank you. Okay. Everybody's putting it down. Thank you, guys. Listen to today's show. It's very, very important. I was talking about Ciara. I was talking about her own personal struggle, but how she wound up being an example for all women. Put the men that don't treat us well down. And men, that goes for you too. You get a woman out there that's not treating you well, put her down. I didn't say be mean. I said put her down. Women, put the men down. They're not showing up qualified with the job, participating. You know what it feels like when a man likes you. And stop falling in love with pathetic men. In any case, listen to the show, because Ciara is the example. It can be done. Pray on it. Give it up to God and trust. Just trust more. Okay. And look at my Instagram, because I got the most comments on today's post, and one girl took a beating. Like a beating. And at some point she didn't realize what a beat down she was getting, so it became sad. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Call me, Apollinia. Call me. Good night. Good night, Miss Sheena. Good night, Miss Michelle. Good night, Naturally Me. Bye, bye, bye. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye. You can call me Jazz. Bye. Nika knows. Bye, guys. Bye, darling Kimmy. Bye. Bye, Jason.